Jill Ashley and Alexa Davis, two Earth Guardians embarking upon an inward and upward exodus with a mission to meet some amazing organizations partnered with Lush Organic Cosmetics Charity Pop Program. On this journey, we are heading from an epic excursion at Joshua Tree to LA to see what the buzz is and get our waggle on. Alexa and Jill here in Los Angeles at HoneyLove, a nonprofit conservation organization started by darling duo Chelsea and Rob McFarland. They are dedicated to protect one very important pollinator, the honeybee, and to inspire and educate new urban beekeepers. HoneyLove rescues bees that are seeking refuge in walls and buildings and provides a sanctuary for them in the middle of the busy city. They believe that urban areas are the last refuge for the honeybee. It's our home organic gardens, free of harmful pesticides and abundant with sweet pollen and nectar that are safe havens for these busy bees, which pollinate 80% of the world's plants, including 90 different food crops. That means that 1 out of every 3 to 4 bites that you take is thanks to the honeybee.
So those are all the different types of pollen that they can go out and find in the urban environment. You know, there's however many different colors you can imagine, all the different varieties of pollen.
It's beautiful.
And basically, what they do with the pollen, they can't eat raw pollen, so they have to ferment it into brood food or bee bread, which is what you're seeing there. Oh. That's a male bee.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So you can see the difference between the males, see their big bubbly eyes and their larger body size. That's how you know it's a drone. Their only responsibility is to fertilize the queen. They basically, don't add anything to the colony other than that reproductive capability.
He's a handsome bee.
At a certain point, though, all the female bees, all the worker bees like that one, get fed up with all the drones doing nothing and just eating all the food, and they kick them all out. And at a certain point in the year, you'll notice all the drones sort of outside the hive perishing, basically.
Wow.
Bee politics.
So you can see the nectar in those uncapped cells. They've just begun to make honey there on this side. And then, so you can see ultimately they'll fill that up with nectar. It'll ferment and dehydrate, and once it gets down to about 15 to 18% water, starts out at about 80 or 90%. They put this wax capping over it, and that's how you know that it's honey and it's ready to harvest. You wouldn't want to harvest, a comb of honey unless it was about 90% capped.
Okay.
Because if you harvest nectar, it'll just ferment.
So we also just found out recently that the EU placed a ban on certain pesticides that are really harmful for bees. So what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, so EU put a temporary ban on a class of pesticides called neonicotinoids. They're a systemic pesticide that a lot of studies have linked to failure of bee colonies. So we're encouraged by that. We'd like to see the U.S. follow suit. And really anything to sort of reduce the amount of pesticides used in our food production system would be very helpful to the honeybee.
The bees are buzzed on this pesticide ban, and they can show it. When they hit the pollen jackpot, they return to the hive, entering with an ecstatic waggle dance to let all the homies know about the sweet nectar. To honor and celebrate the bees, on National Honeybee Day, August 17th, join a waggle dance flash mob. Check out HoneyLove's website for more info on the festivities.
organization's growth. They've been very supportive of our educational workshops, and thanks to their support, we've been able to really reach a whole bunch of people, and we hope inspire a bunch of people to become beekeepers.